Hello, and welcome to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be continuing the devotional about God's peace. This is the fourth video to a 5-part video series, so if you haven't watched the previous videos, I suggest you do so. Also, before we get into the video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on the next video to this series. Alright, let's get into the video. People often seek peace in their relationships. But before that we can get peace in our relationships, we need to first seek peace with God. And if we do this, we'll be able to see things through an optimistic and heavenly lens that God gives us. However, sometimes we can be arrogant. Sometimes we don't like admitting what we did was wrong. And a good Bible verse for making peace with others would be Romans 12:14, and it says this: "Bless those who persecute you. Bless and do not curse." This Bible verse is basically telling us that not only do we need to forgive our enemies, but we also need to be the bigger person and be nice to our enemies. And a prime example of this would be Jesus and when he died on the cross so that we can be forgiven. Because he didn't have an easy death. He was persecuted, he was abused, and he suffered through his death. But in the end, what did he do? On the cross, he looked at all the people who were persecuting him and all the people who abused him, and he asked God to forgive them, for they know not what they do. And this can be found in Luke 23:34, and it says this: Jesus said, "Father, forgive them, for they do not know what they are doing." So here's the question: would you be able to do what Jesus did? Would you be able to forgive these people as fast as he did for all the things that they would have done to you? It would have been hard, and I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if I would have been able to forgive them. But, we as humans, we're not perfect like Jesus was, and Jesus still is. But we still need to strive to be like Jesus as much as possible, like I said previously. So now the question is how do we go about being kind to our enemies and forgiving our enemies? Well, these next few points are fixing to show. First off, we need to be loving and tenderhearted toward each other. Secondly, we need to believe and hope for the best in others. Don't always look for the worst, look for the best. Thirdly, we need to consider the opinion of other people. Don't always think that your opinion is the only way. Consider the opinion of others and listen. Fourthly, we need to apologize when we know we have done something wrong. Don't try to ignore your faults, own up to them. Lastly, we need to pray that God will work everything out in our lives and in the other person's life. Ultimately, we need to remember that the person that we think's our enemy is not actually our enemy. The real enemy is our spiritual enemy, the devil. And the devil loves it when we argue with each other. The devil does not like us to be at peace with anyone. No one. He loves it when we argue. So we don't need to give him or anyone else like that power in our lives. We should put all of our power and all of our trust in Jesus Christ, the Prince of Peace. So this is the end of the video. I hope that you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like this video so that you don't miss out on the next video to this devotional series about God's peace. Thank you.